What's going on, family? It's your boy Kasim here at Black Power Rise, aka Showtime. At the same time, hey, thank you all for subscribing to Black Power Rise here. And also, yes, I'm back from my vacation. On top of that, I want to say one thing to people out there. Success isn't just a solo journey. It's really not, people. It's about the people that you have around you, especially those in your community. And at the same time, you have family and friends that's like family, because you can have friends that you're so tight with that's like family. And the reason why I say success is not a solo journey is because I look at when I first started as an author, you guys, I've said this before, I had friends that's like family, brothers to me. Let's say like my boy Coma, shout out to him. When I was in college, I didn't have a computer. I would practice some of the things that I was learning in college and having to do my homework on his computer, as well as I was typing up my first novel there also, way back when he lived in the East. But anyway, what I'm saying is I had people that believed in me because they seen the work that I was putting in. I was practicing Photoshop. I remember him even showing me when I let him download the program that I was learning in school. And I was learning more about it through him than some of the professors. But anyway, what I'm saying also is, people, when you have people around you and you all come together, there's nothing that can stop you. This is why I say success is just a solo journey, everyone. Even I had my cousin David, who was teaching me to drive at the time. I was typing up at his house. And then you have my boy Clarence, shout out to him also, whose house I would go to. And then my boy Antoine, shout out to Creative Thinking. He's doing well with his podcast, At the same time, shout out to everyone out there that's doing great things. And here at Black Power Rise, I'm here to show you guys why I say success is not just a solo journey. Why it can be great in your community when you have those around you and supporting you, everyone. Let's get it. Remember, everyone, community sharpens you. When you have those around you that support you, it motivates you even more. Even when you're seeing others succeed, it's gonna motivate you more to want to be even more successful, people. So this is what I'm saying. Community sharpens you, everyone. Watch what I have to say here. The reason why I say, community sharpens your success, because when you have people around you that support you, that want to see you succeed, it motivates you even more to want to be successful out there, everyone. And let's say, for example, Huey Newton, he didn't form the Black Panthers alone. He had Bobby Seale to do that. No one is successful by themselves, everyone. A person may start their success and their successful journey, but when you have a community around you, it sharpens your success. It motivates you more when you have those that support you, that want to see you succeed. And I always say, you the one who's putting in that work. But for example, I want to say this: no one rises alone, everyone. The reason why I say that, look at people like Huey Newton. He didn't form the Black Panthers by himself. He had Bobby Seale to help him. Look at Martin Luther King. He didn't do that march by himself. He had a whole community of people, and we were united together, people. Then, Malcolm X, even he had people that believed in him. And as I said, once you have people that believe in you and that want to see you succeed, everyone, is going to sharpen you more to want to be more successful. That's the thing. That's the beauty. Remember, I always said God brings you around people for a reason, everyone. It's a reason why Dr. King had people behind him. It's a reason why people like Joseph or even Jesus had people around him, the disciples that loved him and wanted to follow in his footsteps. The reason why I say community matters, people, because your true people, your true family members that want to see you succeed, your true friends that's like family that want to see you succeed, everyone, I can honestly say they're gonna remind you why you started. You know, they're gonna hold you accountable, but you have to hold yourself accountable. Another thing I want to say, when you feel like quitting, everyone, y'all know here at Black Power Rise, I always say you gotta have that never give up attitude. And me, I've always had that as a little kid. No matter how hard it was, how tough it gets, I'm gonna get this done. And as I said in my previous video, that's when you might want to celebrate. But when you're on that grind, you know, when you lock in, everyone, you gotta remind yourself why you started, why you're doing this. Because everyone ain't gonna support you. There's gonna be times when you're lonely and out there grinding by yourself, but that's okay because you got the Almighty God behind you. You know, community gives us resources. You know, someone in your circle, you know, that has that knowledge, because we're not gifted at knowing every single thing. Only God knows everything. Only Jesus knew everything because he learned from his Father. So what I'm saying is, you know, there may be someone in your community or in your circle that has more knowledge than what you're trying to do of something or what you're trying to accomplish. Let's say like for a person that wants to open a food restaurant, you may have someone in your circle whose parents or them that's in the food business, and they can give you plenty of advice. You know, connections are needed, everyone. Community gives you support. They like to celebrate, and I'm talking about my brothers and sisters out there. Let's celebrate each other's success. The reason why I say that, because your wins can help you celebrate the losses that you've had in life. Trust me, everyone. You know, I can remember a time, actually this week, when I was, you know, taking a break to myself while on vacation and going over my Bible. So I came across this in Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 10, where it talks about two are better than one, because it was something about their labor. And if either of them falls down, one can always help the other up. And that got my attention, everyone. You see, when your fellow man or fellow sister is down and you know they're having a tough time but they want to be successful, there's nothing wrong with helping everyone up or helping that person up, because they're going to return the favor if they're true, genuine people. Because remember, Satan knows our hearts also. So he knows who to throw at you to try to distract you. But again, that's where God comes in at. And when you got them negative people, you know what I said, you gotta brush that off. And at the same time, even while I was on vacation, you know, I reminded my daughter, I helped her with her reading even more, because she wants to read like her father for some reason so badly. I told her that takes time, and she gets mad at times for not understanding big words. Let's say like philosophy. She couldn't pronounce it right, so I broke it down. But I told her that's just part of her success that she's growing into. So what I'm saying is, me as a father, I helped her, you know, stop the crying and calmed her down, but at the same time had her break down the words so she can pronounce philosophy. So I say that to say this, everyone. When your fellow man, when your fellow sister, you know, is down, there's nothing wrong with picking them up. And you know, there's ways out here that you can even serve your community. What I mean by that, just yesterday, there was a block party not far from where I'm at. And usually, you know, the OGs, the guys I grew up with, and guys that's older than me, we would throw a barbecue, or someone here, just, let's get on the grill. This is what I mean about a community and ways that you can help build your community. Because a lot of places, they don't have that out here anymore. For example, you have things for kids now. But another thing I want to say, which I always tell you guys, this is for the younger folks also. Surround yourself, please surround yourself with successful minded people. People that's doing something, those that motivate you. And I'm talking from experience, people. Even on my vacation that I was on, I was around family members that always, motivated me. Like my cousin Nikki. And then you have my friends that's like big brothers to me. Like E, Coma, who I just mentioned earlier. And my other big brother, Dre, Wig, shout out to all of y'all. Surround yourself with people even doing better than you that motivates you. The reason why, again, I say when we're a community, when we come together, everyone, there's nothing on earth that can stop us. And once you see others be successful, you're gonna want to be successful. When you see others doing it, or even if it's your idea that you want to get something done, you may come to them and they may lead you in the way of how to get to do it, because it's something that maybe they couldn't accomplish or they went in another direction, but you're headed in the direction that they wanted to go to. So don't be afraid to open up. And that's something that I had to learn over the years, people. You had people like Hope Clark. At the time, I just had one book, and this woman was so into her publishing. On top of that, taught me so much about the game and took her time to help me out. And I thank her to this day. So what I did, I wrote a screenplay for her based on her book Shadow Lover, which reminds me, hope is gonna come. On top of that, remember, it's on God's time. Then you have my mentor Wyatt. This man seen something I didn't even see in myself and decided to host my stage plays. And he did, which reminds me, we got more coming, y'all. And I ain't just talking about Mother Love Says Prayer Changes Things. Oh man, I can't wait to get to all of that. But first, let me finish this here. So what I'm saying is, when you're around successful minded people, even when you're around people that want to be successful, people that's really like-minded, everyone, because let's stop all this black on black crime. I'm here to prove people like my grandmother wrong when she would always say to me, you got blackie against blackie and stuff. I would be, Granny, why you gotta go there? Even some of my older brothers would be, God, she right though. But I want to prove them wrong. Help me prove them wrong, people. Let's all rise together here at Black Power Rise. So let's all be consistent, people. Let's all show up at events, whether it's online, in person, I don't care. Let's show up and support one another. Let's show up and help each other get to that next level. But don't waste that person's time. Don't waste your time. At the same time, let's get it, people. Let's stay rooted in God, everyone. I'll say it again. Let's all stay rooted in God's name, because a community without faith is dead, people. Let's all stay rooted in God, people. I'll say that again. Let's all stay rooted in God, because in a community without faith, everyone, I want y'all to hear me clearly. I want y'all to hear me clearly. A community without faith is dead, everyone. You got to have faith. You got to have that will. You got to have that vision. You got to be strong about it and about what you're trying to accomplish, about what you're going for, everyone. Remember, I said it right here on Black Power Rise. A community without faith is dead. But a community with God in it, we all rise together. And that's right. I would say that. I have no problem saying that again, people. A community with God in it, will rise, everyone. Let's get it. Family, I want to really take the time to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I'm talking from experience, everyone. You don't have to be successful alone. You know, I can remember my very first stage play. You had one of my actresses in Pretty who said to me, "You don't have to do this alone, Kasim." And that word to this day stuck with me. And from there we took off. Because she seen something in me. She seen how badly that I wanted it. Her mother seen it in me. You know, they invited me to their church, and I can remember being touched, being surrounded by a community of people. And to this day, I was shocked. These people didn't even know me and was calling me the next Tyler Perry. This is back in 2013, and I'm like, whoa, I only did one stage play there. Whoa. Then you have people in my community to this day calling me that, but I'm nowhere near that. I could be the next Kasim Power, and that's who I am here at Black Power Rise. But when people see something in you, it's a reason why. They see the hunger in you. They see the drive in you. They see where you're going. They can see something that you can't. Remember, God knows your heart. God knows their heart. On top of that, I always say you have to be the one to believe in yourself. So I thank everyone out here that subscribed to the channel. I thank everyone